the third Sunday of Ordinary Time. Last Sunday, we, in a sense, got the syllabus for the liturgical course. Andrew and Peter, Simon Peter, were pointed out by John the Baptist. You follow him. And they did. And the syllabus was, you come and see. And they stayed with him that whole day. Today's gospel is the first lesson, if you want to say, in this liturgical course. Jesus is walking along by himself, and he sees in the boat on the Sea of Galilee the same two characters, Andrew and Peter. And he says to them, "Come follow me." And they do. Now one of the questions we have is, what did they do in the time between the first invitation of Jesus and the second? Well, apparently they went back to their lives. They went back to the comfortable, the usual, the convenient, the profitable. And then Jesus and Andrew and Peter walk along, and Jesus sees two others, James and John, and their father Zebedee, and other hired men in the boats, mending their nets and getting ready to go out fishing. And Jesus says to them, "Come follow me." And they do. So now it's the four of them. So the first lesson is mission, call, relationship, letting go of the comfortable, the profitable. I prayed a little bit there were other hired men in the second boat. What was their response or reaction to Jesus? Or to James and John, just leaving everything, and their father, their identity, their occupation, their profitability. The hired men, and I sat with them a while, and I asked them, why didn't you follow? And they were quiet for a while, and they said, well, we don't like the new. We've been fishing on this ocean our whole lives, and we know what's expected. And we like Zebedee, the father of John and James, but we like making our own life. We like pointing to it, and it's out there in the sea. So that was a nice discussion, and it's a discussion that we might have prayerfully with ourselves, because Andrew and Peter went back to their lives too. Why didn't they stay with Jesus all night and all week? Well, they were accustomed. They were confined by the usual. Now, where we're going is Jesus saying, can you trust the relationship that I offer you? Can you trust that relationship at all? Or will you follow me a while and then go back to your boats? And I understand that, Jesus says. I understand why you'd want to go back to the convenient and the customary. Your name, your fisherman. So they follow him, and we see them often throughout the gospel. Peter, James, and John. They go up on Mount Tabor for the Transfiguration, They're close to Jesus. I don't perfectly understand, I don't know this, but it seems that as we watch the apostles, their change is very slow. And they are asked to be who they are, to not let go of their personalities, their personas, their usual, but to let something be added on to it. One of the hard parts of religion and Catholicism is uniformity. I should be like those people. Whoever I am not like the holy people. I follow Jesus, but I go back to my knitting, fishing, being who I was. I go back there often. And he keeps coming and saying, please come. Be yourself. That's what he's saying to the early apostles and saying to us, can I help you be yourself and let go of who you think you were? You are more than just confined to fishing in the Sea of Galilee. You come and be who you really are. Fishers of people. Maybe the transformation is, who am I when I am reaching for completion, for real completion? Not satisfying myself with the plastic, with the convenient, with the customary, with the way I should be, according to somebody. Can I be different? That's what the call is. Can I be different from you and still belong? Can I be in union, not getting my identity from what you think I should be? Some people go to Bible studies, some go to adoration, some go to rosaries. Can my relationship with God help me be a part of, but a unique element in God's family, the church, community? And what I do is not confined what other people think I should do, but what I do will be, how am I a blessing? How can I be a call without saying, come follow me, but it's the way I live, the freedom with which I live will be attractive. This movement towards the evangelical church, towards the living of the gospel, is not changing, but being who I really am. Who does God say I am? Who does Jesus say I am? Each of us is a fisher by the way we live, by the style, by the grace, by the attitude, how we receive, and how we call people to be who they are, to let people be who they are, to encourage others to be who they are, and to encourage them when possible to let go of who they're really not. Because Jesus calls us away from not being who we really are. Who we really are in baptism because of the Eucharist. We are people who are attractive to God. Imagine that. Attractive to the ways of God, God's creative love, God's mission love. So, it's not just to leave everything. No, leave who you are not. You are not tied to the ocean of Galilee. you're tied to the earth, and come follow me in the discovery even more of who are you when you're not plastic, when you are flesh and blood, inviters to his ways.